What is up, film geeks, and welcome back to the channel. M. Night Shyamalan's brand new movie, Trap, hits theaters this weekend. I was really looking forward to this one, and I might have a different opinion than most on this movie. Before I share my non-spoiler thoughts on the movie, jump your way down below in the comment section. What did you think of the newest film in M. Night Shyamalan's filmography, and what do you make of M. Night as a director as a whole? People either love this guy, or they hate this guy. I'm definitely on the side that more loves him. I defend him a lot. We're going to talk about all that here in just a second. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Let's hop into this. So, coming into Trap, I saw a trailer for this before Deadpool and Wolverine. I had not seen any of the marketing, and I was sold from the trailer. My wife really wanted to see it. My in-laws even wanted to see it. So, I was really looking forward to this one. But did he deliver? Well, let's just hop right into the positives. And starting off on a rather strong note, the best part about this movie is its overall premise and the way they just jump into it. So the premise of the movie is basically there's a serial killer called the Butcher going around hacking people up, and they create this event because they got word that that person might be showing up to the concert. So they set up this whole basically concert to trap the Butcher. Obviously, the Butcher is Josh Hartnett, who absolutely carries throughout this entire film. This dude, it was so good in Oppenheimer last year. He's really good in this one. He plays creepy really well. I have not seen him besides Oppenheimer and Trap. I really hope this guy's career starts to blow up because I want to see more of him. He plays this dad who's so nice and so lovable and a character you can really get behind very well. But then he also plays this sinister, twisted, and dark, scary guy so well. So he really balanced two very well. And he kind of balanced between that like psychopathic behavior where he was normal, then he went to not being normal. And I thought that was really, really good throughout the film. M. Night's direction. A lot of times he can go over the top with where they're trying to go, how many twists they're trying to incorporate, and this one is just a very simple story. Guy at concert trying to trap him. That's it. And I thought that actually worked to its advantage because sometimes M. Night can get over ambitious. You're always expecting a huge twist with his movies. So this one, I felt like it was just very simple, and it kind of worked to its advantage in that way because it's so straight to the point, and that might be a negative for some. For me, I found it as a big compliment I could give the film because it starts off with him basically attending this concert, and it just keeps going and going and going from there. I like that. I like that it just hopped into this and followed Josh Hartnett, followed his relationship with the daughter, and how other little things kept coming up to see how good and smart this guy was. He really just did a good job painting how like these psychopathic killers seem like they're actually thinking. When you watch the shows and Criminal Minds and Mindhunter, the way they behave, they really did a good job at showing that throughout his film. Again, compliment to Josh Hartnett, but also compliment to M. Night for really guiding him along the way throughout this one. You're at a concert, the musical performances, I believe, is M. Night Shyamalan's daughter throughout this film. It was good. The music actually was good. It was very engaging. And you go from like 2 point of views throughout this movie, from Josh Hartnett to even going to M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's point of view. The movie continues to go on. As it goes on, it's intense. It's grabbed you. You're really locked in your seat, and you're really just wondering where the story's going to go, and why are you on Josh Hartnett's side? Why do you want him to escape? It started questions I started asking myself. I was like, come on, dude, don't, no. You gotta go. So it just kind of worked where I was like, actually, I'm rooting for this guy when I should not be rooting for this guy. So I found myself really disengaged throughout his story and really just kind of engrossed in how intense it actually was, because it's intense pretty much from start to finish. When you get around to that third act and you come around to that big reveal as to what happened, who let out the clue as to how the Butcher's going to be there, that was my question throughout the entire film. How did they get word of this guy, certain specific details about him as well? How did they get that out? So obviously there's a twist coming. I wouldn't say it's a major twist, but I definitely didn't see this little twist coming when they had the big reveal as to what happened. I was like, wow, very, very interesting. And that's when you get to see Josh Hartnett at his absolute best throughout this movie, when he gets this creepy, just angry dude who's got OCD and everything. He's his world's crumbling before him, and he does a great job portraying that. I dug this movie quite a bit. I thought all those things worked very, very well. The premise, the performance, and just the way they kind of kept you engaged throughout the entire movie. From there, let's move on to some negatives, and I see a couple negatives that really everyone's pointing out. The dialogue is cringy towards really the beginning of the film. I agree. The dialogue was distracting almost in the beginning. I was like, looked at my wife, and I said, he's not that good, but it's not even Josh Hartnett. It's the script of the movie because of how simple and like overly silly the dialogue was, and it kind of took you out of it in the beginning. In the very first probably 10 to 15 minutes, I was like, yeesh, that is not very, very good. whatsoever. So the dialogue is so cringy, and at times the story is just very basic. And when you are watching a movie like this, you want it to be a little bit more kind of detailed. But I see where people are coming from, where it's just such a basic story that kind of just drove off a cliff, fell flat. I get the complaints. My biggest complaint about the movie is just how many coincidences there happen to be. He's about to get caught. We escape. We escape again. We escape again. It's like, how many coincidences can there be? I'm cool with some, but I basically had to leave disbelief or belief at the door. I was like, I had to just be like, oh, he's just gonna escape. It's like, you're not a superhero. It's not a comic movie. I want it to be a little bit more realistic in that way, because I started rolling my eyes towards the end of the film, like, oh my gosh, here we go again. So the cringy dialogue, the way it is a little bit too basic at times, and the way that it is coincidental that he just keeps getting by the escape of his teeth. I understand all the hatred. I understand all this, the negativity going at it. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm much more positive on this movie than I am more negative on this movie. But at the end of the day, I was entertained. My wife was entertained. My in-laws were entertained. We all walked out and said, I'd watch that again. Like, it was a solid movie. I might even buy it on Blu-ray. At the end of the day, I understand all your complaints. If you guys hated the movie, I get why. I understand that. But for me, I just found myself being entertained when I go to the movies. That's really what I'm going for, is to be entertained, and I was. So, is it the greatest movie of the year? Gosh, no. But is it the worst? Absolutely not. So for M. Night Shyamalan's Trap, my overall score, I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5. I think a solid 7 out of 10. I enjoyed my time. I had fun with it. I understand the gripes. I understand everyone's hatred and, I guess, just anger towards the movie. I don't agree with you, but I understand. So 3.5 out of 5, 7 out of 10. I dug Trap. Those are my thoughts on M. Night Shyamalan's brand new movie. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Stick around for an M. Night Shyamalan ranking coming up this weekend. It's going to be a ton of fun, a little bit controversial as well. Hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Thank you guys for being here and for watching. I'll see you in the next one.